So, double upload day today, obviously because earlier's episode was a bit too long to have 2 games in it. Now remember, if you're enjoying this series and you haven't got yourself a copy of Football Manager 2018 yet, and you want to help my channel out, then go down in the description to Amazon. You get a Steam code from there and you can download that and you put it into Steam and you get access to the beta as well. So that's what you can do now. Let's get on with the episode.
1, 2, 3.
Dans les campagnes, urgir ses forces soldats.
Hello and welcome back to the Money Bags. This evening we are playing Metz in Ligue 1, obviously. And before we get stuck into this, a few things to bring you up to date with. Injuries, the players are currently back, I think. Juan Mata's out again for another 1 or 2 days, so he's alright. Risk assessment wise, if we look down here somewhere, I'd like to see the players that are just returning from injury actually, because there's a few players who have just got back. It must be somewhere where you can see players who are returning from injury. Yeah, down here, look. Pastore, Neymar and Kylian Mbappe all returned from injury. Mbappe was out for a few days with a tight groin, but he should be okay to play. Neymar's going to start on the bench there, I think, because I don't want to risk him too much, but Pastore will start, so that's what we'll do for now. The squad dynamics are starting to become more and more interesting now. The dressing room atmosphere is getting a little bit better now that we're winning games, and I'm getting a little bit better at team talks and the match briefing stuff, but the managerial support is still very poor. I need to try and do some things better there. I'm not really sure how to do it, but we need to do it. Di Maria is still very cross to me, even though I've taken him off the transfer list and I'm happy to keep him, and probably will start using him more and more actually, but that was a mistake, you know. I shouldn't have done it, but you don't learn things if you don't try, I suppose, do you? Social group wise, 9 and Thiago Silva have made a little secondary social group there because they're very similar ages, so it's nice to see that 9 has got a friend. Mbappe though, still not really found any friends at all, unfortunately, so he's still an outsider, which is a little bit weird. So this is the starting line we've got going on then. We've got a few tied places actually. I think a few guys played in reserve games at some point or something like that. But Areola is in goal, obviously. Kazawa at left back, Thiago Silva and Kimpembe at the back because Marquinhos is still looking pretty tired actually. And Dani Alves sitting at right back. 9 comes in to make his debut today as that box-to-box midfielder, as Verratti comes in as that attacking playmaker. We've got Draxler on the wing because Neymar is coming back from injury, and actually we'll put him on the bench instead of a Mata. Neymar may come on in a little bit for Pastore, who's also coming back from injury, but I don't mind risking him quite as much. He's an attacking midfielder today. Di Maria on that right hand side, and Cavani of course starting up front, although he's just come back from a little knock as well. So players picking up little niggles everywhere, which is maybe why I need to take this intensity down a little bit and maybe change formation slightly. I'm not too sure, but we'll just go with this for now against Metz, and hopefully we'll get a great result. 9 wants to be the number 4 apparently, and luckily number 4 is free, so that's brilliant for him. Well, Metz playing a simple 4-4-2 where we've got a more complex 4-2-3-1 formation. As we come into the team talk now, we'll go assertively. Can we pick up from last time? I've not tried that yet. Oh yeah, I wanted to pick up from where we left off last time because we obviously won last time and it's worked quite well. You know, some players are motivated, so that's nice to see. Let's go to the kickoff then and see if we can make a change from last time and actually really dominate the game. As I'm starting to play more and more, I'm kind of getting used to this. I prefer having this overview here as opposed to recent events. I think actually the overview is a little bit nicer, especially from a viewer point of view. You get to see the score and the scorers and things like that. You get to see it all there basically. I think I prefer it a bit like that actually. So that's the change I made there, but it's not really that significant now. Metz coming forward though, but Dani Alves makes a nice tackle there on that right hand side, and now we're starting to build Verratti out to Julian Draxler. He's actually been playing quite well despite him not being the best player in the world. He's played pretty well, and he's had a lot of chances actually from injuries, and actually he's gone and scored a goal there, assisted by Angel Di Maria. Julian Draxler is actually could be top goal scorer now. I think he's either got 2 or 3 now, and I know Cavani's got 2 or 3. I can't quite remember, but he's up there. He's one of the top goal scorers in this early season, so that's quite nice to see. There's a highlight straight from kickoff as well, and it looks like it's coming towards us. Now Draxler on the ball plays a great ball out to Dani Alves on that right hand side, who plays it nice through to Di Maria. Di Maria through to 9 and getting his first touch of the ball, at least we've seen on camera. Alves into the middle. It's not gone back in, but it's gone back in again, and it's cleared away. Verratti on the edge of the area. He's getting his shots away, and he's finally got his goal there right from the edge of the area. That was a great shot, to be fair, from Verratti, and that is why we've got him on the side. He's a great player, and normally I don't like playing with attacking playmakers in the midfield, but that's his best position, so I thought we'd go with it, and it's worked fairly well for us so far actually, so I'm not complaining, especially when he scores goals like that. Areola then on the ball for us, making his goal kick. It was a pretty poor one to be fair, but we've not actually won possession back. I thought Langona was going to then, but he hasn't. He's having a little bit of a rough time as his first debut. Metz, I was about to say, have just got a goal back, but Areola makes a fantastic save there, and now we're coming on the counter-attack. Cavani coming forward. We've got numbers up with him. Cavani into the area. It goes out to someone. I think we just sort of fumbled on the ball there, and it's got cleared away in the end, but decent opportunity for both sides there. Fortunately, neither of us taken it. Metz trying to come forward on a bit of a counter-attack now. They've got plenty of players on the right-hand side alongside Riviere as he puts the ball in towards Joffrey. I think that's probably how you pronounce it. He puts it into the middle. Dani Alves clears, but only as far as a chap on the edge of the area who rockets it against the crossbar. If that was just a few inches lower, that would be in the top corner for Metz. And we've got some analysis now. What's going on here? Thiago Silva's been booked. Tell him to ease off with challenges. I think we'll go with it actually because we don't want to get sent off, especially this early on. So we'll tell him to ease off. We're 2-0 up. We don't need to make rash challenges. So I'm happy with that. Oh, this is interesting. I can't even see what our players are doing now. Oh, there we go. It's back now. But, you know, just little bugs like that. They will be ironed out. But, you know, it just shows it's a beta with little bugs like that. As Cavani makes it 3-0. A lovely work move there. Pastore puts the ball into the middle of the end. And Cavani is there to score the goal. The third of the game. We're 3-0 up. I think this game potentially now is beyond all doubt. I'll tell you what I would like, actually. I'd like to get rid of this Metz thing. I'd like to have just the Paris, but a little bit wider so I've got a bit more information. And then I'd like to have a lot of that central column spread across and a bit more bigger because I'd like to see some more match facts. I'd like the overview screen to be a bit bigger as well, and I'd like to see a few more little interesting bits there. So that's what I'd make changes to. I don't know if Foot Manager are listening to me, but I'd quite like that to change if that's possible. I doubt it is at this late stage of development because the full release is in less than 2 weeks now, but I'd like to just see the Paris players and then a lot of information as well. That's what I'd quite like, I think. Half time though, things are looking good. Passionately, we'll say that to them. I'm very happy the way things are going. Keep it up. Everyone's delighted. So maybe I'm starting to win the dressing room back now. So I'd like this to be bigger because you have to scroll down to see things now, and I don't like that. I'd rather just have it quite big so I can see everything without having to scroll and things like that. Pastore's picked up a knock actually. I didn't see that. We'll take him off in a minute because that's not good at all. We'll bring Rabiot on because he likes to play there, doesn't he? Metz coming forward though with the ball. What they're going to do with it? They get past Dani Alves easily there, but Areola puts it behind for a corner. We'll make a quick substitution now. Then Pastore. Oh, that's not good because he's. I thought it was Verratti, but no, it's Pastore. That's not good. We'll bring Neymar on though for a little bit. We've obviously upset Pastore's injury, and now we're risking Neymar again, which is perhaps stupid. Perhaps I undo that. If I can work out how to undo. Can we bring Rabiot on instead in that position? Does he want to play there at all? Rabiot's not so keen. Can we swap him and Verratti around? Verratti kind of likes it in a way. We'll leave. I think that's slightly better. We'll leave Verratti there and Rabiot on. I don't want to risk Neymar now that I know that Pastore's picked up a knock in his, coming back from injury. So we'll leave it like that. Let's confirm those changes and hope that makes a bit of a difference. Metz coming forward with the ball now though, and Riviere on the ball out to that wide man who's in acres of space, puts his ball in. Thiago Silva clears it again, and it still only goes as far as the Metz player who shoots on the edge of the area, but that's gone way too wide, and that's a goal kick for us. Nainggolan makes a nice ball up front, and Cavani's there to make the get on the end of it, and he's actually put it in the back of the net. Nainggolan getting an assist on his debut there. I was a bit late to that. The highlight came in very, very quickly then, and then suddenly Nainggolan put a ball through to Cavani, and Cavani scores a second of the game. So I think Cavani is now top goal scorer. It was close between him and Draxler, but I'm pretty sure it is Cavani now. Metz now with an opportunity to come forward with the ball. They're on that right hand side. Can they get the cross in? They get the cross in, and Rue is there to actually. I don't know how they've not scored a few goals in this game, to be fair, because that came very, very close. And I reckoned it was in the back of the net anyway, but it's clearly not. We'll make a few more changes now quickly. We'll go on this substitute thing quickly now. Who's looking tired? Nainggolan's looking tired. Alves looking very tired, so we'll take him off for Marquinhos. He can play that right-hand side quite nicely. Anyone else looking tired other than Nainggolan? I want to leave him on for the whole game, I think. I mean, there's no one that I really want to take off looking at this. I'd take off Thiago Silva, but we haven't got anyone else at the back. I would take Cavani off, but he's on a hat-trick, so we'll leave him on for now. Maybe we'll give Kylian Mbappe a little run out just to try and get some match sharpness back into him slightly. We'll take Di Maria off. It's a little bit of a risk. He's just come back from a slight injury, but 20 minutes shouldn't hurt him too much, I don't think. Verratti on the ball now for us. He's lost it actually. It goes up to Riviere once again. Metz coming forward. A lot of these highlights for Metz now. They're getting chances and they're shot just wide again. They're just not getting these shots on target. I reckon if they got a few more on target, they may be troubling us because they've had more shots in this game actually, to be fair. Let's look down in possession. They've had more possession. You could argue that they've been the better side, really. We've just made better use of all our possession and time on the ball and things like that. So fair play to Metz. They're doing quite well. Unfortunately, their defence is just woeful because we've penetrated them several times. Very hard. Not very nice. Cavani on the ball then on the edge of the area, out to Marquinhos in that right back position. I wonder what he's doing there, but of course he's playing right back right now. He puts it into middle once again. third time lucky, he doesn't get the ball actually, and they clear it out to Roux, who is now coming forward from Metz instead. Rabiot makes a nice interception though, but Metz still on the ball. It's just bouncing around the midfield now, as it usually does, until someone breaks through like Metz have right now, and they get close to scoring a goal. They put it across to Roux, and number 5, who are you? Is that Kimpembe, number 5? I can't see numbers, I don't know who it was, but it was either Kimpembe or Thiago Silva getting in the way there, and that was some great defending. Otherwise we'd have conceded a goal there, and Areola wouldn't have a clean sheet on his hands. And there we go, it is full time now. Metz 0, Paris Saint Germain 4. That's more like it, isn't it? You know, we've had a poor start to the season really, but now we're starting to get back into this passionately. Well done, lads, I'm very happy the way you played there. Everyone looks delighted with that, so I'm happy with all that as well. What a great result. We've moved up to 6th in the table, did it say? It'll tell us in a second. I think we've moved up to 6th, but of course everyone else plays tomorrow because we just seem to always play on a Friday for some reason. Yeah, moved to 3rd in the table now, but of course other teams around us have to play, so we'll probably drop down to 5th, 6th, 7th, something like that in the next few days. Now let's have a look at where we're going to be coming next, because the next game is the Champions League against Roma, but I don't think we're going to show you that one yet. We'll probably do Bayern next, to have a few games in between. Bayern and Bordeaux I think we'll probably do. After that maybe Salzburg and Roma maybe. I think we need to get Roma in, obviously, because obviously we poached Nainggolan from them, so we need to get Roma in there somewhere. We'll work it out as we go along, but next episode definitely going to be Bayern and Bordeaux. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.
Tu veux cet ordre esclave de traite de roi conjuré, pour qui cet ignoble d'entrave c'est faire dès longtemps préparé. Pas des cohortes étrangères feraient la loi dans nos foyers.